English is a more patient opening, where white plays c4 to control the d5 square without committing a central pawn. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center and controls the e4 square. Knight c3 controls d5 and starts the fight for the e4 square. c5 takes space on the queen side and controls the d4 square. This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. g3 prepares to fianchetto, the light-squared bishop to g2, where it will sit on the long diagonal. This move prepares for their bishop to join the action. You developed your bishop on the long diagonal. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. Nice find! You found the only move in this position. You strike at the center, fighting for space. Your opponent develops their bishop off its starting square. That was an even swap of material. A clear recapture. Castling kingside helps to complete your development. They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did. Bishop g5 develops the bishop and pins the knight. Their bishop comes into play, attacking the center. Your rook eyes the open file, which helps control critical squares. They are threatening to kick a bishop. Now the other player can't stop you from winning a pawn if you make the right moves. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. This move wins a pawn. Their recapture simultaneously brings the queen into play. Nice, definitely the right move. Their best option was to move a queen to safety. A clear recapture. They attacked your queen, gaining time as it must move away. This moves your queen to a safer square. I like their choice. Yes, this is the way. They've coordinated their rooks, doubling them. Good job, that's what I would have played too. You had the upper hand, and now your position is winning. There was only one good move there for you, but you overlooked it. They exchanged pieces of equal value. You recaptured the piece. That's playable. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. This move forces your queen to retreat. A good choice to move your threatened queen. Your opponent's rooks are doubled on the file, increasing their pressure on your position. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. They are threatening to capture knight and win material after the follow-up trades. You trade off equal material. A straightforward recapture. The game is still close to equal, but you lost your advantage. Advancing this pawn creates opportunities for you to target their king's position. You got lucky here. Your opponent missed the chance to capitalize on your mistake. That was a fair trade. A clear recapture. Very good choice. They move their king out of the check from your rook. Well done, an excellent move. They are threatening to win a pawn by removing a key defender. Your best move was to offer an equal trade of pieces, defending their hanging rook. You are threatening to tactically win a bishop. They are threatening to force eventual checkmate. You prevented your opponent from being able to force eventual checkmate. This move forces your rook to retreat, clearly you don't want to leave your rook in danger, defending their hanging pawn. Good thinking. This move puts your piece into a stronger, more active position. The game was fairly balanced, but now your opponent's position has worsened. You only had one good option there, moving their threatened queen to safety. You had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. This is a fair trade. You recaptured. Precise move from your opponent. This is a fine move. They made one of the top moves in this position. Nice move. Your bishop now controls more squares. They played one of the best moves here. In the endgame, the king can become a fighting piece. They've offered to trade pieces of equal value. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. You can pick up a free pawn. Your better option was to capture a free pawn. This move left their pawn hanging. You captured a free pawn. They are right on target. A logical capture. Moving their bishop to a better position, your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. They had a better way to create a pawn chain. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. Passed pawns must be pushed. I like their choice. Your bishop has more scope from this square. They made one of the top moves in this position. Very good choice. They played one of the best moves here. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. A good defensive move for your opponent, trading pawns and reducing your chances of promoting. A clear recapture. I like their choice. Not the best move, but not bad either. Decent move, but they had a better one. Well done, an excellent move. Activating their king. This moves your bishop to a safer square. They made one of the top moves in this position. This is a fine move. Their bishop is now more active. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. They played one of the best moves here. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. They move their king out of the check from your pawn. Your bishop has a great outpost. I like their choice. Nice, definitely the right move. They made one of the top moves in this position. Yes, this is the way. Moving their bishop to a better position. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They played one of the best moves here. No surprise you had to move your pawn to safety, capturing your hanging pawn. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. They missed a better way to increase a bishop's scope. Your pawn made it to the promotion square. I like their choice. Your move gets closer to checkmate. Their bishop is now in a more active square, getting closer to the forced checkmate. They played the strongest move available. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. Congrats on your win.